Joseph Metheny was born sometime in 1955. He grew up in a large family of 6. His father died when he was only 5 years old, and his mother was left to care for 6 hungry children. His mother would often take long shifts at work to support her children. His mother has stated that Joseph as a child has showed no signs of anger. He would regularly attend school and get good grades. He was somewhat calm and never really fought with any of the children at his school. His murders started at age 21. Metheny was married to a woman and had a 6-year-old son. His wife was addicted to drugs, and this put a strain on their relationship. Metheny was working as a truck driver at the time. On one night on September, Metheny came home late as he was working overtime. When he returned home that evening, his wife and his son had disappeared. This enraged Metheny. In his confession, he states that he was not fond of his wife, and he was happy to end it with her. However, he was angry at the fact that she took his son away from him. In a fit of rage, Metheny headed toward a bridge where he heard that his ex-wife's drug dealers would be. When he arrived under that bridge, they weren't there. However, there were 2 homeless people sleeping on an old mattress. In sheer rage, he chopped them up with an axe. These were Metheny's first kills, and it gave him a taste for blood. On that same night, Metheny lured another victim under the bridge and gave her drugs to try to get the whereabouts of his ex-wife. Angry he couldn't get any information, he beat and raped her that night. He then did this a second time to another victim, but this time, an old man spotted him. Metheny went over to the old man and beat his head in with a pipe that he found laying on the ground. That night, he disposed of all 3 bodies in the river. Metheny got a thirst for blood he could never quench that night. The days following, Metheny got a job at his old pallet company. His boss let him stay on a little trailer on the property. In his confession, he states that the house was isolated from the business, and it was perfect for what he wanted to do. Metheny would lure women into his trailer, mutilate their bodies, store them in Tupperware containers, and put them in his freezer. The next couple of weeks, he opened a beef stand where he would sell beef sandwiches. Metheny claims to have mixed human with the pork when he served the sandwiches at his beef stand. He states that pork and human meat taste similar, and people cannot tell the difference. He called it his special meat. When he ran out, he would lure more people into his trailer. This proved to be detrimental, as one of his captives escapes and tells the police everything. Joseph Metheny is sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences without parole. In his confession, he states his only regret is not getting to his ex-wife and the person that she hooked up with. He has no remorse for what he has done. All info about Joseph Metheny was in his confession, and whether you believe him or not, that's up to you. Just remember next time you buy pork at a meat stand. Thanks for watching. I'm Dom from Criminal Profiles.